Hey YouTube, so today we are braiding his hair, but that's not what I wanted to record a video. We are coming back with some videos, okay? As a homeschool mom of 3, y'all, we had to get everything in order. Curriculum, schedule, I had to get work in order. It was just, everything was so chaotic because truth be told, when you let things go without a structure, it's hard to get them babies back in the swing of things. Luckily for me, my kids are older, so it's not hard like it would if I had toddlers. I would never do it with toddlers. Toddlers need consistency. All humans need consistency. But I'm here to tell y'all that we are back. And I'm going to be showing some things to y'all. We're going to be talking about some stuff. I'm going to be telling you how, whether you like it or not, you are a homeschool mom. When your kids are out of school on vacation, homeschool mom. When your kids are on spring break, homeschool mom. Summer, homeschool mom. You should never let the school system dictate when your kids should be learning, because they should always be learning no matter what. Critical thinking skill, problem solving skills, how to cook, how to clean, how to fold their clothes, how to be supportive, how to stand on their own, how to communicate, how to build relationships, things like that. And I get it. Some adults have a hard time doing that, sharing and being able to communicate and build relationships. Okay, this is why it's important for us to get our kids those type of resources so that they don't become adults like what you are, like not you but us, where we struggle with relationship building and we had to go get help, therapy and all that stuff because our parents did not give us these resources because they relied 100% on the system. And one thing I am tired of is holding this phone. I'll be back. Okay, we are back, thank God. I got tired of holding it this close to my face. So some of the things we're going to be talking about is curriculum, activities to do during spring break, how to discipline your kids without driving yourself crazy, how to gain respect. All of this stuff is a part of homeschooling, okay? We think homeschooling is just about a curriculum. It is not just about a curriculum. It is really about you parenting and creating productive adults, because your kids are going to grow up. It's about you knowing when to transition with your child. Your toddler and your 3-year-old is 2 different people. Your toddler that was your 16-month-old and who is now 4 is not the same 16-month-old. It is your 4-year-old child who you need to transition as they age. A lot of times parents don't know how to transition, so they still treat their kids as if they were babies. When you have teenagers, you have to transition with them, which means you need to start learning about teens. When preteen age, they say, are from 9 years old to 12. Those are preteen, right? That's when your babies can go through changes, bodies. Boys can get deep voices, girls can get boobs, they can get their menstrual, all those type of things. All of this is included in homeschooling your child. This is why I call it, it's homeschooling. You're schooling them. You're giving them the things and the tools they need at home to help them navigate what they need to navigate in the world without you. We think homeschooling is just a curriculum. Chrissy, what math do you use? Do you teach them about money? Do y'all talk about budgeting? Do y'all have a budgeting system? Do y'all discuss that? And I'm not talking about your adult bills. I'm talking about in the form of if your kid play Roblox and things like that. They should be knowing how to navigate those bills on their own little bitty bills, so they can understand what it means, at least gain importance, right? Sorry, you guys, I'm just getting over a cold. And I really am your organic homeschool teacher. Y'all won't see all these edits in my videos. So with that being said, subscribe now, because my videos is fire. And I don't drag stuff out. I get straight to the point. Anyway, it's important to navigate. So I'm telling you my meaning of homeschooling, because I think the traditional way has been looked at as the kids are lacking social skills. The kids who homeschool are weird, things like that. And that's not the case. When before your kids go to school, you should be schooling them from the age of 1, from birth. By the time they get to kindergarten, they should have the basic critical thinking skill, problem solving skills, solution-based skills, how to manage emotions, how to build their relationships, how to listen to other people, how to follow proper instructions, being used to a routine, being able to express themselves. All of this stuff should be done by the time they're 5. You do know by the time your kid's 5, that's the foundation you set for them, which is why most of the time, by the time they're 4, you have issues with them because you didn't have a schedule, you didn't teach them anything, you did everything for them from the moment they were 16 months to about 4 years old. So a lot of times when your kids become 5 and now it's time for them to go to school, they're crying, they're kicking, they're screaming, they don't want people to touch them. That falls on you as the parent. Any type of behavior that your kids have when they attend school, it's because you as the parent attached yourself to them in the wrong way. And we're not taught not to do that. So I'm here to teach you what homeschool really is. So homeschooling starts from the moment you have your child. The real work begins from 16 months all the way up to at least 5 years old. I want to say 4, but I'm gonna be nice and say 5 because they're in school at 5. By the time your child is 4, they should have a clear sense of identity of who they are and where they're from. They should have structure, consistency. Now, it's going to be parents in these comments that say, well, I tried all that. I promise you, if I sit in your home with you for 30 minutes, I'm going to be able to tell you where the problem is. And it's going to be you. It's going to be either you keep over talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. You're not redirecting. Before your kids is 16 months old, from the moment they're, start crawling, doing the thing, it's redirecting their behavior, right? What does that look like? Redirecting their behavior is not, hey, baby, come over here. First of all, you should be reading to your kids. They should have a favorite game with you, a favorite song, something that will get their attention, right? Redirecting them, okay? So you're schooling them without schooling them. You ain't got to say much. Turn on their favorite song, start dancing and singing and all the things, or pick up their favorite book and start reading, or, start whatever y'all have that your baby loves. And this is from the ages of when they start sitting up, crawling, doing all the things where you start building and nurturing that relationship. You should be reading to them anyway, but start building and nurturing that relationship, right? So now your kid is about 10 months old and they're just falling out, falling back, crying, you fed them, you changed their diaper, you did everything, but they want you to pick them up, right? You've already spent the time with them. You already cuddled with them. You did the necessary work. So now fast forward, your baby's falling out throwing temper tantrums because they're trying to learn if they can get their way with you. This is where you come in with the redirection, right? Start singing that song or reading that book out loud. Don't look at them. Don't make eye contact. Eventually, that baby will come to you or calm down. Most parents say, I've tried all that, and they don't. That's because if your baby is not being redirected in that way, then that means there's some form of neglect you have done. You have not played with them for the morning. You have not changed them, fed them, some type of form of neglect, right? Not neglect, but y'all saying the baby is deprived. He wants attention. So in that case, it might be attention. Get down on the floor, pull out some blocks, do tummy time with them, talk to them. You don't have to pick them up. You can just pull out some stuff and play with them and spend that time. We complicate parenting. Parenting is seriously instructing your child to make decisions and use their brain. That's it. Parenting is not control. Parenting should not be frustration. Parenting should not be you having to tell an entitled child no because you created that problem. You start at the base and the root and the foundation. And by the time your kids make it to teens, it's as easy as peas in a pot. My son is 14. The stuff that people deal with 14-year-olds, my son did something that was so, to me, extreme, right? To him, he was like, my bad, mom, I made a mistake, right? So I had to see it how he saw it. He went to go play basketball at the park. He did not tell me that he went to a different park, even though sorry, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't like clearing my throat on the camera. That is so rude. I'm gonna have to, anyway, so sorry. I forgot that my son shares his location because I don't stalk him, right? So he went to a different park without telling me, and he was like, hey mom, I'm gonna Uber home because his Uber is attached to me. He's a teen, so he does a lot of things on his own. because he's required to. He's going to be a mini adult in 4 years. So it's time to let him just be him. He's like, I'm going to order Uber. I know it's going to come out your bank account. I'm just saying. Okay, well, why are you ordering an Uber and the park is next door? Well, I went to a different park and I walked. And now that I'm tired, I don't want to walk all the way back home. And I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me? He's like, Mom, I share my location with you. Like, I thought, you know, like, I share my location, so I didn't think it was a big deal. But my bad, I won't do it again. That's it. I might said, son, you know, it was when I start over running my mouth too much. When I was like, you should have said something. Because he said, Mom, you have my location. And I just got quiet. I said, oh, that was him saying, shut up. You're preaching, you're lecturing me, when the problem is you just didn't look at my location. And again, I'm teaching him how to communicate when you're moving to different spaces. So we both, you know, got the understanding and things like that. So fast forward, it wasn't that So fast forward, our kids don't need all that. The lecturing, the over talking. It's just get to the problem, get to the solution. And that was just something small. Most parents would have tripped out. You're not going by yourself anymore. And it's just like, baby, just a quick reminder. Hey, Ma, I'm leaving this park and I'm going here. Boom. He said, okay, I just didn't think nothing was wrong because you have my location. Oh, my bad. Okay, now I know where your mind was at. Cool. Move on. We got to stop this over talking, this dragging things out, pretending like we're doing things and teaching our kids things that we're really not. So at the end of the day, here on this page, we're homeschooling. And I'm not just talking about a curriculum. I'm talking about you need to give your kids tools to navigate this world without you. I'm Chrissy. I'm your homeschool mom of 3. And I'm going to be giving you all the gems to navigate your homeschool life until your kids become adults. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.